We're with Dr. Leonard Caldwell today. We're talking an awful lot about cancer. Can you just scratch the surface for us and talk about some of the causes of cancer? I think a lot of people, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and it seems like everything can be a cause of cancer these days.
Absolutely. We have to make a distinction between two different causes of cancer. There's the illness of cancer, or the symptoms of cancer, and there is the accident of cancer. The accident of cancer, that's how I formed it, is an outside force. If you get radiated to a certain extent, you will develop cancer. That's not really an illness. It's like somebody shoots you with a bullet. It doesn't matter how healthy you are, you still will be hurt or dead. So there are outside causes for cancer, of course, like preservatives and toxemia and these kind of elements. But the main element or the main cause of cancer, in my opinion, is mental and emotional stress. There is basically no other cause for cancer than lack of energy. We are all born with cancer or potentially cancerous cells. These potentially cancerous cells, our immune system is fighting them all the time. From the very first day we are born, it's basically mutated cells, half-dead cells, and so on. And our immune system just grabs it and gets rid of it. When it stops, the only cause for that is lack of energy. And this lack of energy is mainly caused by mental and emotional stress, living in constant worries, doubts, fears, living with lack of self-esteem, lack of self-confidence. The main one is, Scott, lack of hope. That's the main stressor. And with our economy and everything that's going on, of course, so many people have a huge problem with that, with lack of hope. But living in constant fear with being afraid of having not enough money to pay the bills next month, or making compromises against yourself. Most deadly heart attacks happen Monday morning between 8 and 9 o'clock when people get ready for a work week that they literally cannot handle any longer. So they rather die, literally, rather die than go to work one more day. We all need to understand that cancer is not even an illness. Cancer is a symptom. And a tumor, for example, is nothing else than the approach of the body to keep us alive. We have so many toxins in our system that would kill us. So the body builds a bubble, a bucket, a tumor, and collects all these poisons and basically keeps the poisons on one spot where they don't do harm. That's a tumor. So the cancer is basically your friend. The tumor is working on keeping you alive. So that's why it's so dangerous if anybody comes with a needle biopsy, for example, and pinches into this tumor and releases the toxins into the system, and all of a sudden they find you have a very fast-growing, very aggressive cancer that you didn't have before the needle biopsy. The same problem occurs with mammography. If somebody has a lymph node, for example, our lymph nodes are basically, just to simplify it, our physical immune system. They collect all the poisons, dilute them, and basically help us to get rid of all these toxins. So if a lymph node is really full with toxins, and we have 4 times more lymph liquid than blood, so there's a lot of toxins, a lot of lymph liquid to work through. If a lymph node really works really well and collects all these toxins, and sometimes there's just too much in it, it gets inflamed, so it takes a while longer to get rid of these toxins, to neutralize these toxins. So when you have a mammography, they put 50 pounds of pressure on the most gland-landed tissue in the female body, the breast. If this lymph node is now looking like a pimple that's ready to burst, and you put 50 pounds of pressure on that, that cannot be a good thing. Usually it bursts, and that's what causes cancer. So it's not like just statistically every mammography raises the cancer risk 2%, but it's also mammographies can cause cancer just by the pressure that's applied, for example.